when you have disappointment, dark days, progress and perspective are everything. Matter of fact, I remind myself of this all the time. And that is, if I'm having some dark days and sad times, I'm like, I gotta get progress. So what I'll do is I'll identify my 5 major moves. If you read this book, High Performance Habits, you know about the 5 major moves. So I identify my 5 major moves and I'm like, I'll swiftly move towards one. Because momentum can shift mindset. And so if I'm in dark, disappointment, down, momentum, like achieve some goals, but here's what's important. Notice I said the 5 major moves. That's what I mean with progress. Because what a lot of people mistakenly do is they just start doing lots of tasks and activities that aren't correlated in any way to the meaningful pursuits of life. So here's what happened. I'm bummed, I'm down, so I'm doing a bunch of work. The next day they still feel bummed and down, because what was their work? It was a bunch of activities that actually didn't matter, that didn't give them any meaning. So if you're down, the most important work you need to be doing is the ones that you do feel connection, enthusiasm, meaning, fulfillment, satisfaction from. Those ones that do intrinsically bring you joy. Those are the ones that I want you to progress towards. Matter of fact, I really want you, when you're feeling down, disappointed, major setbacks, dark days, what I really desperately want you to do is stop multitasking and doing all the little busy work things that don't matter. Like put off, like if it's Wednesday and you got a stack of bills and they're not due for another 30 days, don't pay the bills that day, because that's not fun. And you got plenty of time to do it later when you feel, when you get over this piece, this funk. Just say, okay, write the date on those bills, pay them but don't do it today, because that's busy work. Instead, today, find an activity that you find to be creative, compelling, engaging, fulfilling, and do that. Progress towards the things that have meaning. That's huge when you're down. But most people don't do that, because what's comforting, just like eating comfort food, is doing low-hanging fruit activity. Now, I'll pay the bills and answer a bunch of emails, but those small little tasks, those don't give you enough bang for the buck to really move through it. And there's a big misconception about that in the culture, including the science, that often says, oh, no, just, if people can complete small steps, small tasks, they'll feel better. And it's like, well, yeah, we all have this reward system in our brain and a little dopamine will fall out. But do we want a little drip of dopamine? Or do we want the floodgates to come open and feel alive? So I want you to do the activities that are more meaningful, not just like tasks. It's really